Good evening, all. I hope you're doing well. I have to say it was very, very refreshing to see these young, beautiful children saying their grace. It's really kind of sweet. And I like the fact that these other younger guys were acknowledged for doing their good deeds with the technical school. I also want to thank you, Jimmy, for responding to our letters that we wrote to you. I really appreciate the fact you took a moment of your time to acknowledge me. I do appreciate it. I'm wondering if all of you know what natural law is, or if you're even aware that it exists. It's a system of law that's based on close observation of human nature. These intrinsic values are consistent behaviors of moral law. We do what we are naturally inclined to do in order for us to survive in today's society. Up until the time the current Marxist socialist regime took power, most of children's sexuality, their gender issues, personal sexual questions and stuff were usually handled by parents. I know, as the mother of 4 daughters, I answered a lot of questions about sex with them, believe me. And you know something? It was never an issue that we took care of that in our own home, of course, until this regime pushed it as part of their agenda. Just recently, the Florida legislature passed a law that's called the Parents' Bill of Rights, or Don't Say Gay. This bans schools from talking about LGBTQ topics that are not age appropriate for students. It's also out of your scope of practice because those are issues handled by licensed mental health care therapists, etc., not by school teachers. You can't even control the classrooms now. How can they talk to kids about what sexual gender identity and things like that? That's left to professionals who are licensed to do that. Okay? So ultimately, a child's sexual identity and gender should be handled at home with the parents. Parents are more aware of their kids' psychosocial needs than any school person ever could be. And in closing myself, I do want to say that the word is out about this with the sexual books in school, the porn that's in there, and the inappropriateness that this is available to children and minors under the age of 18. Citizens are waking up, and I hope that you all will too. Thank you very much.
Spring Hill, and I've been here a few times. Today is not going to be as long as most times. We all sent emails for you wanting to censor us and cut our time down. And I want to commend you, Jimmy, for being the only board member that responded to any of us, and for saying that you would stand up for everyone's First Amendment rights. I'm not just talking about myself. I'm talking about people that come up here and oppose anything that I say too. Everyone's First Amendment right is very important, and it's not right for you to cut any of it down. Now then, I also want to thank Monty Floyd for bringing out a lot of issues and causing people to come up here and get involved. Everyone needs to be involved. That's what the problem is. People haven't been involved. We're involved, and we're going to stay involved. All of these issues, like I said, I want to thank him for at least bringing it out and making people aware of it. We got a lot of keyboard warriors out here that want to bash us and carry on and say that we're lying and all this kind of mess out there on Facebook and wherever. Well, you know what? I think y'all ought to start coming and getting involved. You want to run your mouth about everything, but you don't even know what time the place is voting for you all. So, thank you very much. And thank you again for at least addressing us.
Our next speaker is